Hello llamas and welcome to my YouTube channel. Justella here. So today's makeup look was inspired by amethyst crystals. Oh, I'm so excited to be sharing this look with you guys today. I asked you on Instagram which eyeshadow palette you guys wanted me to try. So it was between the Juvias Warrior palette, which was all neutral tones, or the Violets palette, which was a beautiful, vibrant, purple toned palette. And many of you wanted me to do the Violet palette, and I'm really glad because that's the one I was really geared towards. So I'm really excited to share and just keep on watching. Again, in my previous videos, I talked about the importance to spread awareness on the Black Lives Matter movement and to support Black-owned businesses so we can shed light to spread love to the Black communities that really need it at this moment. So I was super inspired to pick up and purchase these products, and I can't wait to try them. They look absolutely stunning, and I've seen other people use this palette on YouTube, so I'm excited to create my own look here on this channel. So I will also be reviewing this makeup sponge from Real Techniques. I'm super excited to finally have a sponge to do my foundation with, and let's get this video started. So the first thing we're gonna do is work on this mess of a face that I have, and I will be using the Juvias I Am Magic foundation. You guys know I love this foundation. I'm in the shade Bali. Really like it. It hugs very nicely on the skin, and it is described as a velvet matte. It's not over drying. I think it gives me that matte and dewy look that I look for in makeup. I prefer dewy looks over matte looks. I just like the little glow that it leaves behind on your skin. Taking the Real Techniques sponge, just going to dab here. I think I used the wrong side. The pointy side for the Real Techniques Beauty Blender is actually supposed to be for concealer, but I'm a rebellious Aquarius, so I'm having a bit of breakouts right now going on, probably due to me being rebellious and doing makeup tutorials when I know I shouldn't be doing that many, but... Oh, and I also wet the sponge, by the way. I noticed that for the Juvias foundation, a sponge is actually better than a brush when it comes to applying it. I just like it better. With the keys to my kingdom. So today's look, I was inspired by my amethyst crystals, and I thought it was perfect to use this eyeshadow palette. I don't know if you guys know, but I love collecting crystals. I made a video on that a while back on my crystal collection. Maybe I'll make an updated one. There have been new crystals, but you see it already looks like so much better with the sponge. It applies so much smoother, your face looks smoother. I like that this sponge has different sides for different purposes. The rounded side is supposed to be for putting on your foundation. The pointy side is supposed to be for concealer, and then this side, this flat side, is supposed to be for contouring. But I don't use liquid contour because I'm not an expert at that yet. Maybe one day when I practice more and I fully feel like I'm capable, I'll do it on the channel. But for now, I just will stick to what I understand. I like it so far. Me gusta. I won't be using any powders for this look except for my bronzer, because I always use bronzer. I like a warm complexion. So for the eye look, you guys know I use my Shape Tape concealer. These days it's like you're here to teach me the way that I feel is devotion. I never really have a plan for when I come on YouTube. I just kind of just go as I feel, and there we go. Now taking this beautiful palette. My gosh. I was saying before how these two colors are really speaking to my soul. So I think I'm going to start out with this color over here. So I'm gonna just be taking my flat brush and I'm gonna just place that color all over the eyelid space. As you guys can see, I also painted my nails lavender and purple for this eye look. So how many of you guys are crystal collectors? I have so many from friends and travels. I feel like they make your space very positive to ward off any negative energy, and each crystal comes with its own purpose and intent. I think my favorite crystals are Amethyst at Green Adventurine. And there we go. I want to describe that the palette is very cool toned. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 colors in here that are warm toned, but luckily I have a neutral complexion, so I'm able to work with both cool tone and warm tone shades. I think it just depends on everybody's preference. I really like playing with both. I don't limit myself. I feel like if you feel like you can work with it, just go for it. That actually is looking very, very nice. So I think the next color I'm going to take is this eggplant. I call it an eggplant shade. So I'm going to take the same flat brush but on the clean side. So what are your favorite crystals if you guys collect any? And for what purposes do you guys use them? I like how there's no fallout on this eyeshadow palette. Usually some of my eyeshadow palettes have fallout, but because I love the color so much, I look the other way and I don't care. But this one's nice. Glad it's not like all over my pants. That's nice. I'm going to kind of like create this little line on the edge of the eye, and then I'm gonna just bring it up like this so I can get a more triangular shape. And then whatever needs to be diffused, I'll just use a fluffy brush to diffuse the color. I'm actually thinking about using the Zulu palette for this look as well. I love these colors so far. Very, very nice. Good job, Juvias. I have a best friend who has a baby girl and her name is Violet and she's the cutest thing ever. So I'm going to just work it again, just taking and adding this little line to the outer V and bringing this up to my crease. We're going to create like a little triangular wing at the end. I can't believe it's almost July, guys. The month of June went by so fast, like literally. I feel like I blinked and June was over. We recently celebrated my brother's 20th birthday, and he's happy because he's done with school, and that makes me happy because my brother is coming along, and it makes me happy to see my loved ones grow. All right, so I feel like my right eye always comes out better, so I like this side more because it's more triangular. This side, I feel like I don't know what happened here, but I'm gonna try to fix it with a Q-tip. So as you guys can see, I put a little too much on this side, made it a little rounder. What I like to do is when I do these types of mess ups, I just take a Q-tip, I wet it, and I just take out the excess, is what I like to call. Just clean it up a bit and just kind of like define it the way you like it. So the next shade that's really speaking to me is this metallic lavender shade over here. So I'm gonna just take my finger for this because I feel like any metallic shades look a lot better when you press them with your fingers. So I'm just gonna take that.
Cupid told to fight me. I stole your love, he shot my heart. I'm losing breath, it's getting dark.
Wow, that automatically makes a difference. I feel like when you add metallics in the center of the eye, just like whoa, 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 whoa. That's very nice. So how many of you guys are into astrology? I love these colors because I have a Pisces moon and I have a Scorpio rising, so I'm really attracted to purple, green, blue colors, and then I like some earthy tones as well because when I discovered my birth chart, I also have a lot of stelliums in Capricorn. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Holy ish. I'm going to take this pinky champagne purple shade and place that in the inner corner of the eyes. So I'm gonna just take this pencil brush. I love the combination between pink and purple. I kind of like bringing these a little higher to the crease. I'm thinking something for the lower lash. Taking that same pencil brush. I don't have many brushes, so I have to work with what I have. And put this on the lower lash line. She likes notes that say I love you all the time. Roses at your feet, baby girl be mine. Baby girl be mine. So far, my impressions of this palette, Juvias hit it. This is a 10 out of 10 for me, and the fallout is so little because when I tap the brush, I'm like, no dust spread everywhere. Okay, so I guess the last color I need to use is this one. I'm trying to figure out how. Let's see what Gisela can do. Maybe I can work it a bit on the outer edge, just and stop midway. I'm going to use this flat brush from ColourPop. You guys remember when they made these pink brushes? So I'm gonna just take this one. I believe this shade right here is actually called Amethyst. I love Amethyst, guys, or any crystal, because they each have a unique shade to them. They are each cut differently. It's like people. We are all unique and different, should deserve to stand out in our own way. So remember that the next time you compare yourself to somebody. Remember, there's only one version of yourself, and that's the version that the world needs you to be. Remember that, keep that in mind. So I'm gonna take that Amethyst shade and actually put this on the outer V of the eye. I'm just gonna add a bit of sparkle over here. So I'm gonna add this to the outer V. I love the color story. The violets, lilacs. Overall impressions on this, if you guys were thinking about getting the Violets palette from Juvias, oh my gosh, 10 out of 10. It is gorgeous. I love it. And by the way, I'm not affiliated with Juvias. I bought this from my own accord, peoples. So I feel like because I'm me, I need to add a little bit of blue. So I'm gonna take my other Juvias palette, which I love, and this was the first palette I got from them, the Zulu palette. I'm going to take this turquoise shimmer shadow. Let's see, where can I work it? Where can I work it? Work it, work it, work it, work it. Where do I have room for it? We're gonna work it on the inner corner. I don't care. It's gonna go in there. I'm gonna make it fit. Like Cinderella's shoe that they tried to fit on the other sisters. Ooh, no regrets here, folks. That was the eyes. Now I'm ready to move on to the rest of the cara. So I'm gonna just take, you guys know I love my Too Faced Soleil Milk Chocolate bronzer. I'm gonna say to you guys, my left eye came out a little bit messed up, but I still love the actual look. I actually was going to wear blush for this look, but I think I'm gonna skip on the blush. I don't know, I just kind of want to keep the look a little bit warmer today, but I will not skip highlight. So for today, the highlighter that I will be using is the Jouer highlighter in Rose Quartz, seeing as how we're going for an amethyst look here. And this is one of my favorite highlights that I have. Such a nice pink quartz color. I love the name. I'm a sucker for packaging and names. Don't judge me. I use a fluffy brush for my highlights because I feel like they give you that nice little sweep of glow. So I'm gonna just put this above my cheeks. I'm gonna highlight my nose and my lips. So for the lips, I'm just going to keep it neutral. I actually am going to just wear lip gloss for this look. Just a nice gloss. Just for a little bit of shine. I'm going to just add mascara. I really love the way purple eyeshadows work really nicely on all eye colors. I feel like it looks especially nice on brown eyes and green eyes. I just really like the way green and purple complement one another, so. That is actually the end of this tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye, llamas.